leaving our camp now and heading towards Mildura. It's been a magnificent 3 days here, just dead calm. It was sunny, today's not sunny. But having these lakes around you, it's just been terrific. It's very rare to see this much water in it. Quite a few times over the years. It's just so quiet and peaceful. And then walking around here, it's a lot of sage. And you've got this beautiful aroma that comes up from the sage as you walk through it. It's been terrific. And just on the right here, these old stockyards. You can just see remnants of boats there. There would have been great commotions going on with all the stock. Very shortly we'll be hitting the Spinifex country. Another lake there. There's freshwater lakes and there's salt lakes in amongst each other. So here comes the Spinifex, just for a short little bit. Nasty stuff to walk through. Drove off the road, this track a bit, and came across this. Looks like an old crusher dust mining site. Crusher dust is a type of gravel. Hasn't been used for a long time, but you'd think they'd be made to level it off. Scarred the landscape, it has. There's gravel in those little heaps. You'd think they'd put it on the last Hope track that goes into the national park. It's got quite wet in places. Mildura at the moment. We've just managed one. There's a heap of other balloons. There's a competition going at the moment. We don't know where the others are. But there's this one going up, just massive. So he's just pumping it up, ready to go. Got his little kids holding it. Hopefully they don't get pulled in the air. Look at the size of it compared to the vehicle. Beautiful day up here, 18 degrees. A couple of sturt desert peas just starting to come out. Beautiful flower, very unusual shape, aren't they? Filling up with water at Wentworth, putting 230 litres of water in. I went to the information centre and they said with here, this is filtered water. So the one near the dump point is the Seconds water, so not to use it anyway. This is a huge area for RVs here. I think it's free camping here. Huge turnaround here. I think on the information centre they said there was 3 fill up points here at Wentworth, and there was only one at Mildura. It's very hard to find water spots unless you go to a caravan park when you're travelling. You get a service station, but you can't get water points. We're at Wentworth. So this is the junction of the Murray and the Darling. So the Darling's on the left, Murray's on the right there. Usually there's quite a distinct, you can see different colours, one's brown and one's clearer because it's fairly overcast and the water's all chopped up by the wind. You can't really see any difference. Old cormorant drying his feathers. Just past the junction downstream is Lock 10, I think it is. So there's numerous locks along the river. We've spent 2 nights at this lovely spot here in the Mallee. We just love our peaceful, isolated spots. Look at the sky, just clear blue skies. I think it'll be a frost tonight, but it's just magic. Sun's going down, been another great day. Foggy this morning, but that lifted to a lovely sunny day. From here we'll head into South Australia. Early morning walk in the Mallee. Look at the fog coming through the ballars. It's going to be, I think it was 0 this morning again, below 0, but it's going to be a magnificent day. It's just magic going for an early morning walk. Seeing how close this emu gets. If you wave a hat or something, they come up. A very curious bird, dumb bird. We're leaving our lovely spot. We've had 2 nights here. Beautiful sunny morning today, so we're going to head further north. We're gradually heading across to the Victorian South Australian border, but it's just so green. I've never seen it so green through this area. There's quite a few kangaroos. You've seen the odd emu. They came up to us to see us this morning. Just look how green it is. It can be magic here in the springtime. Got Andrea locking the hubs in. Looks like there's a bit of trouble up ahead to find the best route to attack this. You go through the puddle, you go to one side. Sometimes if you go off the road, it is softer. Yep, full drive to start with anyway. And that looks hard enough to the left. Yeah, sometimes you can dodge it on the side and it ends up being softer than going through the actual puddle. But this time it was fine to dodge it. No drama. Off we go. Very pleasant through here. The scenery changes quite a bit. We're coming up to the South Australian Victorian border there, so we're just heading across on this track here. right across, and there's the Sturt Highway down below here. So we'll just head right up here to the top where the Murray River is. Right up there, that's where we're going to head, so we'll follow the border. So below this, on the south, is what we've done before, what they call the border track. It gets really rough and it's a one way further south. We're just coming up to the border road. It looks like it's a lot different to the one further south where it's just a track. This looks like quite a road, I think. Where is it? Presume it's this one here. It's graded. Let's take it. What a ride. You always know you in South Australia, not by the way the people are talking, but by the, I've lost it, yeah, they're by the power poles. See, the power poles have got the steel with the concrete in the middle. So you can see how they've got the steel with the, and they fill it up with concrete. And then look across to Victoria, and they've got the pine posts. So you can zoom in on that. That'd be the pine posts. You can see the pine post there, further down the line. I think that one's concrete, but yeah, pine and concrete. Still following this borderline, we're travelling in South Australia, heading up towards the Murray. They weren't doing a U-ey, they were just getting a better alignment to come in to park at their mooring. Pretty good setup here. We've done that a couple of times. It's magic. On the houseboat down the Murray. Great colours. Which is these red cliffs along the Murray. Look at that, amazing. Lovely sounding bird. A couple of houseboats down low. They've got a good spot. Look at that for a view. Got a bit of a tower here, we've climbed the tower. Not a bad place to look at. Looks like a boat coming down further along. Those colours, look at them. Terrific colours. There's Andrea high up on the tower at Headings. What do we call it again?
Headings Cliff.
Headings Cliff. Look out, which is up from Renmark on the river. Here goes along the edge of the Murray, along the cliffs on one side. crossing the Murray again, heading towards Renmark from, what's the name of this?
Paringa.
Oh, this will test the driver out.
No,
It's very narrow.
you're only allowed to do 30.
I'd be nervous.
I'm doing 20.
That very well made bridge. Better not drop the phone out the window. Look at all the houseboats over there.
Coming in on our way to Burra, to a campsite. Just got to be careful of overhanging branches. Certainly we'll get the sun for the solar.
Came across all these holes. This is where we're camping these last couple of days. We've seen a few walking through the bush here in this state forest. But these are wombat holes and they are huge. You can see the size of them with my runner in there. I hope he doesn't come out and grab it. They've dotted everywhere. I think they have quite an intricate burrow system throughout. I think occasionally they'll come out and sunbake, but most of the time they only come out at night time. Got a bit of a garden out the front of this bloke. You have to watch where you walk at night. I think they have square poos and they all trot along in the path. You can see wombat paths everywhere. They look like they cover a bit of distance. Huge hole, this one. Must be the king. It's got a nice garden at the front. So we've spent 2 days here. 2 nights, I should say. Just having a bit of a break. We just love these quiet spots just to ourselves, especially when the days are so lovely, really calm. Frosty mornings, eh? So another day's come to an end. So today we'll head off towards Burra. I think that's about 100 k's away.